Hey everybody, Jordan Lee Tarot here. It is very late at night. I'm tired. It's past my bedtime, but Spirit was like, do a reading before bed. And I'm like, I'm so tired. So the thing is, the theta brain state is when you're in a very suggestible state. I have already experienced it myself that the before bed and the waking up from sleep time frame is when the brain goes into a theta brain state. And so you're in a very, very positive, open, receptive state. And so I think that's why Spirit is asking me to do this message because I'm very tired. I'm running out of steam from my day, but I'm very tapped in a way that allows me to be detached. I'm not really caring about this message as it comes through, I'm just delivering it. So I'm very neutral right now. I'm very sleepy, but I'm very neutral. So I have two decks, the Goddess Guidance Oracle and the Earth Alchemy Oracle for the decks for today. Already shuffled, already pulled some cards. We have this Independent card, which I think is, it feels like a pat on the back from Spirit to say you're already doing a lot really well. You're doing well on your own. Coming into the Go Outside card, it says you've been indoors too long. And this can be a literal card of get your booty outside. But I'm taking it more as get out of your comfort zone. You've been indoors too long. You need to express. So this could be something inside of you that needs to come out of you, whether that be an idea, an expression, a conversation with someone. Maybe this is expressing feelings for someone that you care about. It could be a myriad of things. The other two cards are um, the Bold card, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, be daring. And then the inner wisdom. You know what you need to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Now, someone knows that they need to do something now, not later, now. They need to get off the proverbial pot, right? And do the thing that they know that they need to do. This is saying be strong, be bold, but I think this is a bit of a love message, talking about someone who is doing well independently, but it's time to bring that independence to another person. I kept getting the correlation of the second set of cards that I want to show you with the first set of cards. So this is from the Earth Alchemy, and I need to read this forward. Mama Cacao and Rhodonite, heart opening, heightened sensitivity, unifying, and high on love. Now, if you notice, this really does match the coloring of this inner wisdom card. I think there is a love message that needs to come out now, not later, but now, because it is important for this message to be expressed. This could be feelings, this could be an apology, it could be a bit of both. There's just something that is or has been unlocked with a heart opening, and this person needs to share that with the other person that is very important to them. This could be a partner, this could be a child, this could be a parent. There's many dynamics. Understand that it's not always a romantic love reading. It could just be a love reading because we have many people in our lives that we love. So the Bold card came out with the crazy lace agate and sunflower. Play, more fun, jokes, and laughter, please. This card is all yellow. Well, both these cards are yellow. And that is the solar plexus chakra, which is your personal power center, where all of that I amness resonates from. Very powerful stuff. This is that part of you that is, when used properly, the positive ego self. Everyone always says the ego is a bad thing. It is not. So when you think about this idea, this grand idea that we are all pieces of source energy, small bits of a greater whole. When we come down here, we understand when we're in those really high vibrational places that we are a part of something larger, that we all come from the same source, the unification of all that. Beautiful. But we need enough of an awareness of an ego self, a personality self, that we separate out just enough to be a human, have a human experience, and say, okay, these are my shoes, this is my coat, this is my job. And again, you don't fall into the trap of like only thinking that that's what's happening, but it's enough of an awareness that you're like, oh, I'm an avatar in a game. Okay, great. I need to be my separate avatar, play my role, and that's an important understanding and use of the ego self. So that ego self understands who it is, understands that it has power to create its own reality. It's a very wonderful positive shift. So I think that there's a really big wonderful change in a love situation that is coming out of someone's personal power that says, I can change this. I don't like what's happening now, or more needs to happen now, and I'm going to take those action steps, those yang steps, to do that, because I have been divinely inspired by feminine energy, by my intuition. Like, this is someone who knows what they need to do. It's that thing in the back of your mind. I really need to. I really need to. This could be you had a falling out with your sibling. It's in the back of your mind. I really need to come clean with this person. I need to, you know, take responsibility for my role in this situation. Very, very important, because it's weighing heavily on someone, on people. This is a whole collective. This is really get outside, do what you know you need to do now, and don't stay inside. This could be, don't keep your feelings inside, bring them out. Integrating energies, awakening and transitioning with the anandalite and lemon balm. So I'm feeling that the integrating of energies is like you and another person, um, where you talk it out and it all works out better than you can imagine. Because I feel like whatever this is something that both parties have been waiting for, because they know that it's bound to happen and it's a good thing. The initial beginning of the conversation might be just a little bit difficult, right? But make it playful. That playful card says, can we make this fun? Can we laugh about it, please? There's a very important factor here about letting yourselves laugh it out. But I think it's time to make this move. Talk to this person and just say, like, hey man, this has been weighing heavy on me. I watched a movie. Oh man, if you want to go on an emotional ride, I watched the old movie called Passengers with Anne Hathaway. There's a new version that is 2026, and it's a completely different movie, completely different plot, completely different actors. You're looking for the old version of The Passengers, with Anne Hathaway. Blew my mind. I do not want to give it away. But she had a fight with her sister, and they were very close. And the whole movie, it's weighing on her. It's weighing on her. And she finally does break down and tries to reach out to her sister, and she can't get a hold of her sister. I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to ruin this movie for you, but I'm getting that energy of like two people that deeply care about each other, that had some sort of a falling out, that are going to come back together, and someone needs to get the ball rolling with this. And I think it's, this person that's being told, like, now is the time. So I want to pull one more card from this Goddess Guidance deck. Feels really important to wrap this up, but also complete the thought. Okay. Be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. Yeah, this is someone who's really nervous to come forward and have a conversation. Break the ice. This could even be, I'm also getting something about an employee and a boss, that there's an employee that's like really kind of ashamed of their behavior or something that they did that wasn't the best. Again, it wouldn't warrant them getting fired, but it's enough that it created a weird tension between them and either a superior, a manager, or a full-on boss. And it just feels like you're being called to step up, take responsibility, and say, hey, I screwed this up. I'm really sorry. I hope that I can still work here. I hope you still look at me as the wonderful employee that you did previously, or the wonderful person that you did previously, because I care about you, but I'm coming forward and putting all my cards on the table. So Yeah, this is going to end well. This is going to end very well. Oh, hey. Pele, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's truest desire? So, if this is a love message, I'm kind of seeing sparks flying and fireworks and, all the good things. All the good things. I don't know if YouTube is going to yell at me for that. So I'm going to cover up that little that little situation. But I think that obviously I don't condone anyone knocking boots with their boss. But hey, maybe no judgment. No judgment. Um but this does feel like some sort of loving situation that can be resolved, but someone needs to come forward and just start the conversation, right? And very quickly you can come into a playful, loving energy, and it will work out far better than you imagine. I'm very tired, y'all. I'm so sorry. All right, one more from the Earth Alchemy deck. Oh, bananas. Aquamarine and White Lily. Go with the flow, Divine Mother, Divine Flow, detach. So there is definitely the idea of putting yourself out in front, being nervous about how you're going to be received. But the cards are showing me that this is going to have a very happy outcome. Because again, there's just that initial breaking the ice, right? The initial start to the apology. And then you're going to be received well. You can start the dialogue with the person. And sooner than you realize, you're going to be laughing and joking with this person, whether it be your sibling, your boss, a partner that you are trying to build something with. Like any one of these scenarios could be what's going on. But going with the flow, I think, is going to lead you to, if I'm being honest, is going to lead to this. So it's almost like the stress that people put on having really great intimacy, right? Just detach, spend time together, be loving, honest, and vulnerable with one another, and sparks are going to naturally fly. It's really that simple. And I think we overcomplicate that sometimes. So going with the flow is going to get you where you want to go. That sounded very Dr. Seussy of me. I am going to peace out. I'm so tired, y'all. I hope this message had value for you. If you have any questions, thoughts, or concerns, I have all my other content things in the notes down in the description box. I have a podcast. I have digital products if you would like to purchase any of those. And I do obviously offer private Zoom tarot readings as well. So, all right. Thank you guys for being here. And until next time.